What's up everybody, and welcome to the Flash 001 USA gardening channel, at least for this video. Today's Friday, it's July 2nd, the year's 2021. It's right around 5 p.m. here. Now on average, we try to put a garden out every year, and when we do, I'll get out here with the camera and I'll capture it right when I first set it up and then do a follow-up video at the end of the growing season. Now this time around I missed the boat, but not a problem. Better late than never. And just so everybody knows, this is a straw bale garden, and we're going to start here with the pepper plant. Now this time we only put out a bell pepper plant. Last year we put out hot peppers, and just off of one plant we filled a Walmart bag all the way to the top and a second one halfway up, so it looked like a Mexican Christmas tree. It was so loaded full of peppers. And of course, the usual that everybody likes to put out, which is tomatoes. This has been a pretty good producer. It looks like I got one ready to pluck off here right now. So we'll be back for him. Okay, let's start with the beans. Now this time around we grew bush beans. These things really do good on straw bales, I'm going to tell you right now. They do extremely well on them actually. And we've gotten so many beans off of these plants here, they're coming out of our ears. So a lot of what you see coming out here now and what we get off of it in the future, we're going to can a lot of this so we can put it back. But just to give you an idea, I've been picking on these things like every other day. And I'm going to show you what's just came up in a couple of days out here. Every one of these plants are loaded like this. So yeah, plenty of good eating here at the Flash 001 USA compound. Behind this, we've got our okra plants. Now when I put these out, what I wasn't aware of, these are a hybrid meant to stay short, and I would much rather have had just the regular plants that grow up like little trees. But it looks like they're starting to kick, and of course as the weather gets hot, these things, they'll definitely be taking off. We've already got some okra coming up on them now, so I'm going to zoom in so you can see it. So I'll have to keep a close eye on it, because anybody that's ever grows okra, you know that you can come out here one day, it's 1 inch, and you give it too long, and next thing you know, the fruit is bigger than the plant and it's tough. So I got to keep an eye on this to make sure that I don't let anything fall through the cracks. Behind this we got corn, and it really did good this year. Now just a heads up, most people that grow straw bale or hay bale gardens will tell you that you don't want to grow stuff like this just because of the bales. As they get eaten away by the corn or whatever tall plant you have on it, it has a tendency to be weak at the bottom and the plants can tip. Now this year it didn't have that problem with it. These were good, tight, stiff bales. So, you know, if you put stuff out like that and the bales are loose, you definitely want to put stakes and strings out, which is what I normally do. I didn't this time around. But these things are loaded. I only put 2 rows out and they're still loaded. I was just out here a minute ago and let you guys see what I was looking at. Oh yeah, we're ready to pick that. There's a bunch of it that's got to be picked and prepared for the freezer. Over here, which I set up a trellis for this is our cucumbers, and now I got the canning cucumbers. These things have done really good. So far, we've put 21 jars of pickles back, and I'm gonna do 7 more jars for a total of 28. The last 7 will be bread and butter pickles. That's what the better half wants, and that's what you will get. So I'm gonna let you guys see just how monstrous these things got. I mean, they look like little zeppelins, man. They done good, but you can see right here, this is just what we see right here where I'm at. And the whole thing is just slam full of them. So the garden did good this year, and it looks like we're gonna see a lot of production off of it before the weather turns. I love it. Now my favorite, this is my favorite right here. Cantaloupes. We got a bunch of them that's just about ripened up to pick. We got about, just on the surface, I counted about 9 of them here. There's 1 there, 2 there, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's just what's on, what you can see. There's about 12 of them out here because there's some buried in this snaky ass stuff here, and I'm not going to stick my hands in there, but trust me, they are in there, and we will be enjoying ourselves as we pork out on cantaloupe this year. We'll give a couple to the neighbors, because my neighbor across the street they grow gardens also, and you know, just I can almost set a clock by it that I will be receiving turnip greens from him. So we do a little swap and shop there. So this is kind of like a victory garden, and I think next year, I don't know yet, I'm going to see what happens this year right here, how things go with the economy. But I may be doubling this and just going in and planning on putting a lot more back than what I've got here right now. One good thing about it is sitting where we're at right now, I'm surrounded with woods. All this is my property around me here, and I got plenty of places out here. If it went totally south, yeah, I could get out here and hunt small game, rabbits, even deer out here. There's a lot of wild game out here to be had if you just had to have it. I don't think it's going to go that far south, but you never know. Now that's one good thing about living out in the country or living out in areas like this, is there's always people that's raising livestock, and so you could always barter if you had to. But yeah, just wanted to share this with everybody. Really pleased with this, and you know, it's going to be pretty productive. We're already starting to put stuff back. So this is the Flash 001 USA garden on the compound. Just wanted to share this with everybody. I hope you guys have a good 4th. So on that note, we're going to go ahead and sign off. And if you got any comments on it, or maybe you're growing a garden this year, I'd like to hear from you. Bye-bye now.